meditation practice of living a great life. I know this. A meditation practice is to recognize that I'm much more than the body. There is something out there which is intelligent and which is driving my plan along with it, and so then I align with it. So then life becomes effortless.
I was suffering through a condition called bronchitis for over 25 years since my college days. And I always thought that is part of my life, hereditary, some things that are triggered by environment. From there to within 3 months, realizing that I've not had any single episode and so far not had to take any medication is a huge change. But that is possible because of meditation.
Yes, I'm trying to change myself because I had some anger issues. And then now I'm aware of it, that yes, how I need to deal with it. So that's a big leap.
So I started seeing a lot of benefits, one after another. Number one, my thyroid got better. Number two, my depression lifted. Number three, the body aches that you feel at the end of the day. Your back is hurting, your neck is hurting, your legs are hurting. All of that pain went away.
Instead of taking the responsibility, I used to blame the persons. I used to blame the situations, why everything is happening to me, why only me, and this is because of you it had happened. This was the person I was. But now I could see the difference, started taking responsibility.
After coming into meditation, I somehow find myself to be very straightforward and approaching the situations, single-handedly and directly without any hesitation.
The meditation experience was very serene and I could feel calmness, quietness, but I didn't have any visions like that. It has given me more composure and I am able to tackle the daily situations in a better way than before.
I have not even missed a single day of meditation from that day. And all these things really gave me a great strength. All my breakdowns got a real great clarity. All my breakdowns, that was an opportunity. I converted them as opportunities and I got a lot of clarity, a lot of conviction, a lot of doubts was there. Then doing regular meditation and continuously I started attending many other courses.
In that journey, I realized this problem, a structural problem that required a surgery, kind of calmed down, and that helped me to have better sleep. And when I'm having better sleep, I was not depressed because not having the sleep and what is this bothering, not able to hear, getting agitated when people talking in a crowd and all of that, it made me stabilize more when that was gone and I was being able to take care of a lot more things.
I had health challenges prior to this meditation where I was having problems sleeping, and also I used to take some pills for sleep where I didn't even know that I had a stress, anxiety and some other problems because of this thing, work pressure and all together. Later I realized that it was all it was nothing but the experience that I have chosen here.
After I got into meditation, I just, all that kind of healed up and I just changed completely my way of thinking from the negative to positive thinking. And every scenario, every situation, every instant, just thinking with gratitude.
By the way, this month was full of stress for me because of so many things happened at my with my children. But what I felt that very first day I was very, very much disturbed. But during these 10 days, I got lot of calmness and peace in my mind and hope that everything will be okay.
I suffered from this disorder for last 4 years and was on heavy medication. Since then, in the 4th week of attending the program itself, my medication had stopped, and since then I have not taken a single pain.
Meditation makes us, more calm, and I learned to smile. I was always smiling, but now there is a reason to smile. I feel that I'm part of this universe, part of this cosmos, and people are one. And now I can made the change in me?
At my workplace, I was more confident. I was able to do multitasking, and my communication has significantly improved.
Welcome, everyone, to day 26 of our 40-day program Renew. I am Kavya Agarwal from Delhi, and I'm going to be your host for the next 3 days. So, I would just like to start by introducing myself. I am a lawyer based in Delhi, and I have been practicing meditation for the last 4 years. So, when I started and till now, many times people ask me that, why are you doing meditation and all of this at such a young age? And, this is something that people do after retirement. But I feel that it's like saying that, let's study for the exam after having given it, because doing meditation and learning all the knowledge and wisdom in the last 4 years has completely changed me as a person. Like, I can see the 360-degree change in myself. And this change is just, how you approach life and how you deal with the challenges that come your way. And especially at this age, I see my peers, and, we sometimes we don't know how to deal with the challenges that come our way. It leads to, a lot of anxiety, stress, and finding the right path to deal with the thoughts that are there in mind. And I think meditation has given me that right direction to understand myself better and to deal with whatever comes in my life. So now, instead of, if anything happens, instead of asking that, oh, why is this happening to me, my immediate reaction is that, what is this situation trying to teach me? What am I supposed to learn from it? And when that change in perspective comes, the way you handle that problem also changes completely. Instead of reacting, now I respond to situations. Now there's an automatic timer in my head which gives me 2 3 seconds that, okay, Kavya, think how you will react in this situation, what is the right way to respond to what is happening, and then I use those moments to change my response to any situation. Instead of getting angry or instead of getting disturbed immediately, I control my response to whatever is happening around me. And most of all, I think it really teaches you to believe in yourself. Chandra sir is saying that, you don't have to rely on anyone. The entire world is within you, and you are the god. So it always teaches you that, whenever there's a limiting thought that comes in your brain, there's an instant check that, okay, Kavya, are you thinking negatively about yourself? Is this what you have been taught? Is this how you have been taught to think? And immediately you set yourself on the right path. I still remember it had happened to me like 6 months ago. I had applied for a job and I had worked really hard to complete the application process, and I was outside when I got the email that I haven't been selected for it. And for 2 minutes I felt really bad because I had put in a lot of hard work. But that response was only there for 2 minutes, because immediately the thought came in my mind that, no, everything is happening for your greater good. Maybe you were not meant to be in this job, and that's why you didn't get it, and there is something better out there waiting for you. And literally within 1 hour, I got an email from another place where I'd applied to, where I actually ended up working. And, it turned out to be a better place for me and more in line with the goals and vision I had for myself. So, just even these small changes make such a huge difference in your life, that how sometimes we spend hours and weeks thinking that, oh, why I didn't get that job, and why is this happening to me, and maybe I could have done something better. But understanding the bigger picture of why things are happening, or believing that whatever is happening for your greater good, immediately changes the way you think about things and what you believe in any situation. So, and everybody, so many guests have come here and they have shared their amazing experiences of how they have healed themselves, and how they have seen miraculous recoveries in their life. And that is so inspiring. And but I also feel that it's important to acknowledge that sometimes this journey is also not easy. You have to try every day, and sometimes you don't feel like meditating and you feel like giving up, but then again it's a fresh day tomorrow and you start again. And that is only because you want to change the reality of your life. And meditation teaches you that it's only you and you can do it. No other external factors can play a role in how you want your life to be. So, thank you. Let's go for meditation first, and then Chandra sir will be joining us. Let's cross our feet, fold our hands, close our eyes, remove the spectacles, and go for meditation.
With your eyes closed, glasses removed, fingers into fingers, dear friends, hands comfortably rested in your lap, crossing your feet. With your attention on your nose, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We'll go in silence for some time, and then I will play music. Be with your breath, dear friends. Your attention anywhere on the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows. Observe that air going in and coming out at that point on the nose. When you observe your breath, your breath may become lighter, shorter, slowly. Thoughts are coming down. Our mind is becoming empty.
We are going into powerful group meditation. Merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. And allow yourself to slowly and slowly go into that calmness, emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath. you empty your mind of thought, you experience emptiness, the feel of no body, of no thing. That's energy, the quantum field of energy, the field of all creation, existence. That's Sat Chit Ananda. The more you are with it, the more expansive you become, the more joyful you become. This sea is the field of possibilities, the field of abundance of energies. The more you are with it, the more experiences you draw into your life. Everyone and everything are connected in this field of energy. The more you are with it, the emptiness, with that nothingness, the more you experience everything and everyone. Friends, at this time, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? It is truly an honor and privilege to be living and experiencing this life at this time of history, to be exploring consciousness. Many are not so blessed. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life. To all the nature, the plants, trees, animals, forests, planets, stars, to the technology, to all the systems, companies, governments, to your body, to yourself, and to this intelligent quantum field, the universe. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am.
Recollecting your experiences from the session. Whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Okay, friends, hope you enjoy the session. Kavya, thank you. When situations come, what is in it for me to learn are the words that we are hearing from Kavya. And highly emotional intelligent person is doing that.
rather than blaming somebody, they're taking ownership. In marriages between spouses, everything is conditional. I give and you give me. I've done this and you've not done this. You've not done anything. I've done this. I only do and you never do. So then there is constant tension, constant friction, because we never know to reflect upon these aspects. We're conditioned to expect. That comes because we're conditioned to make ourselves minimalistic, make ourselves very lesser. We're all nothing, and so then we have to seek constantly something from everybody. Others have to constantly give, support, do. But with meditation, first time we start reflecting, okay, they've not done this. I expected they'll bring flowers. I expected they'll come on time. I expected they'll take me to movie. I expected they will do this, but they're not doing. We start reflecting. Okay, fine. So what? Ignorant person, stupid person. That's okay. But let me be with me. First step. Second step. Okay, what's really that I want? I want them to be happy. Let me allow them. Maybe they're finding happiness in what they're doing. Can I do that? This stage will come where you allow them to be what they want to be. This is called what is in it for others, then what is in it for me. In every situation, trying to maximize our benefit, it'll change to somebody else's benefit. Fine. They didn't show up the way they said, but they must be enjoying something. Okay, fine, let them do. That keeps our joy, number one, of course. I mean, philosophically, we know true love means that you are allowing other person to be just the way you want to be. And now science and energetically we know that if I keep love and if I'm loving myself, then it can go to somebody. If I have it and I give it. I don't have it and I expect to get it. That science doesn't match up here. Energy attracts the same energy. So first I have to keep myself calm, composed, be satisfied with the moment. And be satisfied that others are having it. Then we have it. Emotional intelligence is to be satisfied by ourselves for various reasons. One is to feel I'm complete, another is to feel that others are benefiting through me, others are having that great moment through me. This happens when you connect yourself as one with the other, and which has got to happen in this meditation. It has to happen. Yeah, momently, suddenly the knee-jerk reaction comes. But Kavya said 2 minutes it takes, 3 minutes it takes, few minutes it takes for me to come out of it.
It used to be days, then hours, then come to minutes, then become instantaneous. We go into a no problem consciousness. It's a beautiful concept Patriji talked about. No problem. Yeah, for everything, can I go into and say no problem? Can you use that mantra? Whatever happens, Kiran, no problem. Socrates had a very, very, very nagging situation at home, but it's always a no problem. People were surprised how he was, but he was nagged like crazy. Reasons may be different. He himself may be appearing as irresponsibly there at his home, but then he had this huge nagging issue, but then he didn't respond. No problem. He took it that way. World was seeing him as God, but here at home, different situation. No problem. Devaki and Vasudeva from mythology, Devaki is still living. They're doing samsara in this prison, even though they know that the child is going to get killed. Next child that is going to be born will be killed, but still they're doing samsara. Because they're doing the dharma. No problem. If they didn't have a problem, and no matter what the situation is, the baby is born and then immediately the next moment Kamsa is going to kill the child, and still they were continuing to live, continuing to do samsara in a prison cell, then can there be a bigger problem for anybody than that for a mother losing a child as soon as the child is born? How much can we absorb as an individual? How much can we take and say, brush it off, no problem, okay, no problem. I lost everything in my business. Reconstructed, what is the big deal? Only if I recognize I am the whole. When we recognize I am part of the whole, but I am the whole, microcosm and macrocosm exactly the same. Everything of the universe is within me, and while I become a natural speck of the whole, so then we are empowered from inside, no problem for everything. But at least it gives us deep joy, isn't it? We keep our peace, we keep our happiness, no matter whether respond or not, somebody does something or not. If we insult a 60-year-old, they become a kid. There is a case. Somebody insults me, suddenly we become a kid. Tantrums, this, that. Because our awareness is not there. That intelligence to respond appropriately is not there. That, okay, at this point, let me be just quiet. It doesn't matter. Can I go into a no problem state? What does it matter? Somebody says something. Do I become that? It's not escaping from situations. It is doing the right thing in a situation and then respond appropriately. Opportunity will come. If not today, they told me many things. I kept quiet. Tomorrow I'm going to sit with them during breakfast. And then talk about and express what I felt about the whole thing. Good enough. If you want the thing to change, that's a far better way of doing than to just open up and then shout in the same situation. Not that we don't know. What is the difference? We come back to the same circle, in the same story. Meditation will bring the awareness. It has to be experienced. Meditation gives the direction. All these things, knowledge need not be remembered, but it will give some direction somewhere. Constantly. Hey, keep quiet. Even the response it will give what to do. Let's look at the emotional intelligence that we're looking to complete here and understand all the components of it. We covered self-awareness and expression. You're an emotionally intelligent person. You are aware so that you are now beginning to respond than to react. And so then you start participating in life back again. You feel you have better control of you. And so then you're back in the game of life. Otherwise, you're withdrawing. Otherwise, people are blaming you. Don't know. You're getting confused. Can I really exist? I just keep on shouting. People tell me, you are always at the top of your voice. You feel guilty inside. All that happens. But self-awareness pulls us out of all of that. Then expression is being balanced and being truthful. Two things. Being truthful is an important aspect of expression. You cannot suppress anymore. You will find a way to express it. The water will find its ways to come out. Somewhere it's going to find its way. And that very thing that is there within us will come out. But with awareness. We express with awareness. We call this positive pressure. You put pressure, but positively. I'm talking about pressure, meaning when is pressure? Pressure is when you do sustained. Your perseverance to pursue what you're looking to experience by positively and appropriately communicating. You will know when to pull back. Suppose you want to plan a trip with your spouse and family. You sit together. You express. Then suddenly from other side comes, no, we're not doing it. I'm not interested. I don't find value there. I don't find that it's boring last time. But you feel somewhere you read that no, there is some beautiful meditation temple out there that you like to go and meditate. But you got this answer. Maybe you test waters a second time. Then what do? An emotional intelligent person pulls back and says, wait, seems like time is not right now. Let me pull back. It only snaps off the wire at this point if I just go, because then, people swear, and when you swear, it's difficult to withdraw the words, isn't it? When you swear it and said, no way, then it's difficult to withdraw. Don't lose that opportunity until it becomes that. Step back. Even if the moment I decided strongly in my mind that I can't do it, I won't do it, then even 3 days later, in my mood is good, you come back and ask, deep inside, hey, I've said it among everybody, how can I just eat my words? No, I won't do. You don't agree. So it should not come to that point. And so the emotional person with awareness is pulling back and saying, wait, I've got tomorrow to talk about. I'm going to go back and then try again. Perseverance. Go back and try again. It'll happen. Somebody is going to make note of it because you are expressing and your energy is spreading onto the other person with a deep interest. So expression is about being truthful to your feeling. What is that you feel that you must express and you will express? And that's what releases you, and that's what makes things come to you. Then inspiration, dear friends, is as we become, the big things are these two. If you're aware and then you are expressing well, then you're already half job done. Many things happen. Already many things happen. That you're joyful. You're enjoying the moment. You see, a person who is passionate about music, and you give them half an hour time to practice the music, they're happy for the day. Yes or no? How many of you, when you got time to experience what you really love, that you are able to carry that joy throughout the day? Write in the chat. If I find something that I'm deeply care about, passionate about, and if I'm able to give some time for it, you're happy. You love nature, you go into the nature, spend some time, you're very, very joyful for the rest of the day. You carry that joy. When you're joyful, then you are okay. And then whatever comes to you, no problem, I'll take it. That's all it matters. The switch has to happen some point. Oh, I don't like to cook here. But this just boring. This is a household chore every day I have to do. Then my lifelong I have to do. I don't like this every day I have to go and run that meeting. It's boring. Or every day I have to do this report. It's boring. Now it's a different thing to become creative in doing what we're doing. But first, acknowledging and then taking what comes to us rather than always asking what we like to do. This switch will happen. It has to happen. Doing what you love to loving what you do is a huge difference. The trick is when you find a little thing that keeps us happy, a small thing that keeps us happy, and whatever we do in that day, it keeps us going. There are many deeper things with meditation that happen. Of course, the knowledge expands, like what you said, what Kavya said. Everything is happening to a great reason. Can I take this and run with it? You create newness in whatever you do, so then you run with it. That's great. Newness in everything you do, then it's great. Meditation brings the creativity, brings you that newness is what brings you joy. So do things differently. You have more empathy and compassion, and so you do things different. You accept what comes. So many ways it brings change. But difference. Inspiration is about doing things, whatever that are there with us, beautifully, without complaining, without cribbing, going through it calmly, diligently, all of that. You're a person, you're disciplined. People inspire about you, with you. You're a person to take accountability. It has to, no? If meditation is making us consciousness, do you find any God who is not accountable? Who is just doing randomly, just like that, opening the mouth and talking? Just like that, are they complaining? Did we ever see an account of a God or the figure of that, an angel figure, saying complaining words? Oh, what a stupid thing my life is. And how come these guys are like this? Always judgment. Do you find God judging? Oh, this is not an ideal life. Okay, so that is only for some special people. I'm a lesser mortal. Okay, sure, you keep on arguing for your own limitation. We read that. We listened to the limiting beliefs talk. Everything is a limitation. People come and say this. No, no, I'm not there yet. Don't say that I'm not there. That means you're just trying to justify you. Justify your own limitation. You're arguing for limitation. You're trying to say that I'm still right because I'm not there and so I'm right here right now. Okay. But you want to be in the new view. And so then the more you say I'm not there, I'm lesser, it's only possible for those who are attained that and I'm there. Then the more you say, then the more you are telling yourself that I'm going to be here because your thoughts and feelings create your reality. Awareness is required. Constant inspiration to be that is required. So how does it happen? Mix with people, go out and then meet in meditation centers, go out and spend a few days in a retreat and a master traveling, spend some time around so you'll let enough inspiration to say, I too can be like that. Otherwise, this lecture will be over in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm inspired. Okay, nice. Everything is good. I'm going to do. But then it's over because we are a sensory being. Our senses keep capturing what is around us. The people around us are always blaming anyway. They're making us limited. The media and the newspapers or the TVs and everything is bringing only the same stuff. How limited we are, how poorer we are, how much we should suffer. That's all is all around. So that's what we pick up. It's Sandy, again, this inspiration goes for us to implement. But self-accountability and detailed is a person who is inspired. That means they are not just superficial. They're enjoying. They're aware. Even if I'm cooking, I'm aware what's happening. I remember. Otherwise, our autopilot is running. 45 minutes later, cooking is done. You're there. Then you're going and then getting ready to go, and then you don't know what you cooked also. A person of this nature, when they take ownership, then take accountability, they become people's delight. They become managers' delight. And a mother is so happy. Hey, we use these comments, right? And say, I don't have to ever worry about my third one. Yeah, then she is always just takes care of herself. That's because that's accountability. They take ownership. They do things by themselves. They find ways. We have to become that. Meditation surely and squarely makes us move into it. This knowledge and meditation both are essential, dear friends. The knowledge is required to let go of what's not us. And meditation is required to tell us what to do in that moment to moment. So in a countryside where people are not exposed to unnecessary things, and then so their knowledge is less and less required, and then meditation is all required because they just need to know how to respond. That's why Patriji is just tremendously focused on meditation in rural areas, villages, and everywhere. So inspiration difference. So when it starts with when we are expressing what we need is what is important to us positively, then law of manifestation has to come to us, and so it comes to us and we're joyful. When you're joyful, then you're no longer dragging to work because you made that change in the work that is required. It's essential. One of the energy enhancement things in that energy class, and I keep referring to that, it happened in week 2, probably day 3 or 4, which means day 10 of this program or day 11. Go back and listen to that energy session. Right work is one of them. Right work. 40% of time spent at work. It better be something giving us joy, at least a part of it. At least a portion of that work that we do must give us filled with joy and happiness to begin with. If that's not there, ask for it, express it, seek change. It's bound to happen. We've seen many Buddhas have done that. It's bound to happen. It's good for the organization, good for the individual. So, dear friends, then emotional intelligent person is naturally developing a lot of empathy. I heard one of the masters say there in the pre-meditation video that I'm looking at people and I feel like I'm one with them. I'm pouring out. The love is pouring out. I don't know, some kind of good feeling is pouring out. Empathy. Empathy means this. Giving love is fine. Empathy means no complaints, no judgments. This is the first thing that I've got trained from Patrisa. First thing. I was like, no complaints? Really? If I open mouth, the only thing is half the time is complaint or judgment only. Judgment in mind and complaint in the word, right? In mouth. If you're empathetic about anything, then you're not complaining, not judging a situation, then you're empathetic to the situation. Empathetic to Chennai means you don't judge and say, Chennai is too hot and difficult to live. Too much pollution everywhere, it's just impossible to live. You're judging. You judge, that vibration is what you put out there. What do you put exactly? Too much pollution, impossible to live here. We don't even realize you put a vibration of that. Now, who catches it? Those who are ready to receive catches it. Okay. That's how they also get an idea. Too much too much pollution, I can't live. So it goes around. Too much pollution. What are they saying? Too much pollution. So how do things get created? Our thoughts create reality. So we create more pollution. Do we even know that? It is a laughable thing and say, what the hell are you saying? But friends, we got to be so careful about every word. If you want to experiment, experiment. What is experimentation? If I stop saying, will I get a better environment? Maybe you experiment. Maybe at least you won't be pushed into situations where you have to face the pollution. You will be in a situation where you maybe most of the time you're at home or work from home or whatever. Situations come where you may be going through less and less of that. Possible. It'll change in a few years. Definitely possible. If collectively we make responsibility to not say it is too much pollution, and too much violence, it is too much atrocity, too much this, too much that. Oh my God. Judgments about life is there. Judgment, not only complaints and judgments about individuals. It's about planets, places, things, environment, Mother Earth, everything. Too much traffic. Okay. Because see, there's so many things that play out, right? One, we waste our energy. Our time is wasted, our words, energy are wasted. And then two, we are cause of creating more negative reality out there. Three, it puts us a lot of pressure on people who are listening to us or taking from us in that moment. Third, of course, it doesn't make us happy at all. So many things happen. Why say it's too much traffic? Can we just stop talking about the traffic and go through it? Recognizing that it must have been a result of many, many such words. Nobody cares. People don't know how to plan. We have people just do not even know how to, town planners don't know anything. And because of it, so many things happen. Because we only profess for years. And so then we face it today. How is that to understand? But how do we change? We change by avoiding to repeat the same. We change by taking responsibility in changing our words and say, no problem. Yes, there is so many people are coming to experience life, and so my city is expanded and it is changing. Something is changing. Consciousness knows, is intelligent. It finds its ways to create a change. You got to have somebody who stirs the cup. Somebody's got to stir it. And so the truth will come out. And that's what happens globally today. For that, we judge very quickly. For the truth to come out, there has to be a stirring. Things that have been suppressed have to come out. If a section of people are deeply suppressed about their feelings, the racial feelings are there, they must come out for this to be found a solution. Anything that is suppressed in will not heal, and it will last longer and longer and longer, and then leads towards sudden burst out of issues. And so then globally, you'll find time to time people, leaders, or this or that comes. And so then they stir the things, they disturb the routine. The routine has to be disturbed, by the way, anyway. Something we'll learn in due course. So friends, no judgments, no complaints is the essence of being empathetic. First of all. And then, of course, if you're not that, then anyway, you're emitting your natural positive energy. So other person becomes more neutral positive. Situations become neutral positive. Right? Cognitive, social, spiritual empathy, we'll talk about later, some other day. But then empathy is there, various aspects. The second important aspect here is that if you're empathetic, then you're allowing a person to fail once, twice, thrice. You're looking to the cause as opposed to effect. You're not trying to manage the effect. You're not trying to fix the effect. You're trying to see what is the root cause. Why is somebody coming to office late regularly? Why are they not able to deliver? Why is it that their situation didn't seem to improve always, there seemed to be that way. You'll go into the root cause. You become a little friendly to them. Exactly what we do for a child, isn't it? We can shout. We shout a few times. Oh, why you come late every time? Why you go to work late or go to college late, whatever. But then step back at some point. What's going on? He's grown up. Why is he not able to do? What's the problem? You go in, and it comes naturally to think about a child that way. And we also think about another person that way, no matter who that is. That's empathy to your colleagues. There is always a deep cause behind why people are that way. Now, after having that conversations, discussions, then you see what's the attitude. Once you understand, empathetic, consider themselves in your situation. In your situation, if suppose you come to a conclusion that you could have spent more time, but you didn't, then you know to your conscience you're not right. And so you take steps towards it. You apply the same logic to the other. They could have the conversations. Then they will tell you, yeah, I could have done this. I could have done a little early, half an hour before I would have finished, so that I could have gone to my college or office in time. I didn't do. Okay, so you find a way now, do it. Be firm there. Once you have the conversation or once you have the interaction, once you have an understanding about the cause, and then fixing the cause, be firm. One of the ways could be that they know they can't implement. Get them to meditate. Meditation is a solution for everything, dear friends. You tell them today they don't do it, tomorrow they don't do it, day after tomorrow they don't do it. 5 days later they'll take it. Continue to do. Continue to tell. Don't come to a conclusion quickly that they don't take it. I know half the Buddha CEOs, their families don't take because you have concluded in your mind that your spouse or your child, are they're not taking it, they don't take it. It's not for them. Because these are the words we use, half the time they don't take it. Because we are the ones who caused the creation. So we allow for failures to happen as a learning path for people to fall and then get up and fall and get up. When you're empathetic, you do this. When you're not empathetic, you're pouncing on people at the first time they failed. First time. But here you give a rope. Give a rope and rope and rope. And I've seen this with Patricia. Some people just kept doing the same thing again and again and again. And patiently used to give rope, patiently used to tell them patiently. But they still come, do the same thing. Patience, patience, patience. Finally, rarely when the boiling point happens and absolutely out of nowhere, then you would have told. The last thing, dear friends. So empathy means what is in it for me to what is in it for others. That thing will change. What's in it for me to what's in it for others. And then engaging. So when you are empathetic and you become a natural, see, when you are inspiring others and then when you are empathetic, two great qualities, then naturally you are a leader. Naturally. People come to you. When you say you are a leader, people come to you. Solutions. Because you're inspiring, you are able to do things on your own. Everybody is talking about how the next retrenching and layoff is happening, but here you're quietly going about doing your work. There's a big commotion happening at home or somewhere in the neighborhood. You are calm, composed. Things are just, you're saying, okay, let's take things forward. You're inspiring. And so then naturally people come to you. So that means you have much more responsibility. Then you have people are there confiding into you for solutions. You become a great friend to them. So you can't but take responsibility and then do things. And so you take initiatives. You say, guys, okay, fine. Let's all sit together and meditate. Ultimately come to that because people come with problems and solution. You can keep on talking. Watch us, make them sit for meditation. You're giving them a technique and something that they can carry themselves with. If it's only counseling, they have to come back to you. If it's meditation, they don't have to come back to you. When the problem happens, you told them, sit down, meditate. Then they'll sit down and meditate. Every psychologist, must give meditation. If it's not giving meditation, to me, psychology is incomplete. The psychologist's practice is incomplete if they're not giving meditation. And meditation can be given in a minute, ubiquitously available out there everywhere, ubiquitously there as a free technology being given to everyone. And so, dear friends, so we become very engaging, socially responsible. We take initiatives. We may not do social service because we do spiritual service. We know that there is something that's far greater, something fixes minds. And you give meditation, not simply solving a social problem. You're solving the problem for an individual forever. It's not only that, you're investing in human consciousness evolution. Do you understand this? When I give meditation, we're investing into evolution of the consciousness. Problems are solved, but then not only that, the consciousness is evolving, environment is evolving, getting better, planet is taken care, everything is happening. That's the power of meditation. It's not just one more thing to solve my current health problem. That happens. So we engage, and then we do, of course, a social service where it is partially required. There you may do it. If somebody is very hungry, you may give them some food, no doubt. But that's thereabout. After food, people can sit down, meditate. How many torn clothes there are, know whether roofless homes they have. But first, you can give meditation. Give food, give meditation. Two things. We are body, we are energy. Body requires food, that's all. And then soul requires our energy to be completely be redirected appropriately. Energy is information, wisdom, insight, everything. And so then give meditation for it. Two things. If Shirdi Sai Baba could live with torn clothes and a roofless home, and then still be able to make an impact, so why do we need to give anything else other than food to get into meditation? If we give that, rather than giving many kits and many this and many that, if we give that, then in due course, they will naturally find their own way of their livelihood. Their confidence comes. They know, okay, I need to go study, they'll do it. I need to do this, they'll do it. Whatever that is, they'll create their opportunity. So, dear friends, a meditative professional leader becomes very highly engaging, naturally becomes a leader from a follower. So it is bound to happen, become a natural leader. From following to leadership, take leadership for their life, that is good enough. We take leadership for our life, is good enough. So thank you very much, dear friends. Emotional intelligence is a long concept. I think we have to talk about this for a whole week, Kavya. Yes, any announcements?
Yes, sir. And just one question also. Someone was asking that which books are good for learning emotional intelligence or to enhance their knowledge about.
Osho's books. There's one book, there are 150 plus books of Osho. Okay. So one set of books that we read, Osho's books. Now, this emotional intelligence is what? The way you live life, right? It's just vast. It just goes everywhere. And so Osho's books are about living life. It talks about so many cases, so many examples of what you do and how you live. Many situations come in the form of stories, number one. You want little serious subjects, specifically focused, improving families and children, the way you're parenting. Shafali Sabari, Daniel Siegel, The Awakened Family from Shafali Sabari. Daniel Siegel, I think the whole brain child sort of talks about a few concepts. Of course, Daniel Goleman and Scott Peck. They're meditation and psychology combined. Scott Peck, The Road Less Traveled to begin with, but the many books is written. A Harvard professor, Daniel Goleman, Berkeley, has written a book called Emotional Intelligence. They're little dense books. Psychologists have written it. So the little dense books you got to just take time to read. All right. But in the lighter version, I would just read, meditate, and then listen to some of these classes and then read Osho's books, and you will find. Shefali Sabri books also light to read. One can read them easily. Okay. Yeah.
మా అమ్మకి ఫోన్ చేసుకోవాలి.
Yes, Mr. Anuguru Pratap raised
First
his
formally
hand.
completed. So thank you all.
Okay.
For those of you who are being here, wonderful to interact. Very important concept in EQ and emotional intelligence is 4 agreements. We'll talk about tomorrow. Easy to implement. All right. My today's conversation may have gone all over. But tomorrow, 4 agreements give you 4 simple practices. All right. And so then it becomes easy to put our hand around and say, okay, so I got these 4 sutras. I can implement them. That's tomorrow. So thank you. We'll see you tomorrow again.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest, you're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug, you're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter, you're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father, you're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow, you're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow, you're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize. All that I am, all that I see, all that I
Play. Play. Some more.
The miracles that surround, I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow, you're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow, you're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Okay. So what did it say? All that I do, all that I feel, experience is a blessing, and I'm grateful for it. Kiran, get the lyrics out here. We know that we have the lyrics also. Next time, put the lyrics. Is it possible? Captions for these songs? Okay. Yes, Kavya. Any questions are there? Anybody wants to? Questions may be there. Anybody wants to express about this topic and how you are helping yourself or somebody as you came into meditation? This knowledge is helping.
Miss Sheetal ji, if you're still here, you had posted a comment if you would like to unmute yourself and say something.
Okay. It's getting heavy, yeah? 4th week. There is a high and a low, and then you come back to the high. Cyclic.
Sir, I have one question though.
Yeah.
So, so many people, when we talk about, you were talking about emotional intelligence, and I feel that so many people my age or even older, they worry a lot about, what people think about us. And that also impacts a lot of their actions and reactions and how they deal with the world. So, how is like how can this attitude be addressed? That like why do we care about what others think of us and how to move beyond that?
They have a reason to feel that way. Because if they didn't, then there is a parent or a teacher or somebody saying, you're not sensitive, you're thick-skinned, you don't even react to it. That also comes. Because we're made to believe that you have to feel bad. They're not saying that. They're not saying that feel bad. But they're saying that you've done something really wrong. And they say you take responsibility. Until that time, it would have been good, not saying something really bad. Hey, something did not work out best for the year. But you just have to say it differently. So anyway, because the system is that way, then it is natural for an youngster particularly to feel that way. That, hey, am I like not doing my responsibility? So we take on the comments that come on our way very seriously. And part of that is what others think of me, right? Others think of me. The answer, Kavya, is some knowledge, that's all. We have to read these right books. When you read the books, if you read Conversation with God, or you read a simple Osho book, you will know that your life is created through your thought. And so whatever you think, and then if that's what is getting created back, and so then you will start taking ownership to you and say, I'm okay to stand the way I am. You stand for yourself. You're not ignoring others' comments. You are taking, if it's only relevant, you'll take. If it's not relevant, you leave it. That's what happens for a meditator. You don't just like that blindfolded to everything now. All these toxic comments that come from them, all the toxic judgments come from others. You will know that their judgments come out of ignorance of somebody, and then you have this great heart of empathy to leave them. And so meditation is essential, but some reading is essential to come out of these, to gain more strength to face and say, I'm okay the way I am, even if they judge me. Do you think so? Is it
Yes,
easy said?
no, so I think that a lot of people struggle with it because they don't have that sense of self-identity as well. When we are sure about who we are, what we think of ourselves, and what we want to achieve or think, then what others say won't bother us as much.
You brought a very good point, because they themselves are not clear, and so then, and they think that others know clearly. They think that, okay, by virtue of being there, they know more than me, and so I'm not, always. And it's a very good point. So when I'm not clear, that is difficult to put up a brave face. And others judge me pretty quickly and say, okay, you don't know this much also to know pick which college to go. They just casually say it. Then we come to a conclusion, okay, I'm not fit here. Okay, I don't know anything. Okay, it's possible. It's possible. We learn to accept the way we are with meditation. So what? We want to ask the question, so what if I don't know? We will learn to accept the way we are, and the imperfection that we have are fine. And you're absolutely right. Environment is very, very harsh to the youngsters today. We say youngsters are the problem. They do not have this, they do not have that. But to me, it is the parents and environment is the problem. They constantly, very quickly judge them. Very quickly judge them. And say, because there is a linearity expected out of them. Everything is linear. Now you finish your 10th grade, 11th, 12th, everything has to happen. You're finishing your exams in 6 months of 12th means that you must know clearly where you're going for the next thing. Everything has to happen like on precision. And the moment the child slips a little bit here, there, then That's it. It'll immediately judge it and say, okay, you're not doing things, you're not doing that, you're not doing this. First of all, we must question the linearity of it. Why should it be? Why should everybody decide by December? Why can't they decide in June? And then why can't they wait for a year if required? What is there a problem? If we have a little bit of understanding of that, then suddenly the judgments drop. People will find their own time to get to know. I'm not saying the distractions are not there. Distractions are there, but you are the one who created the distraction. What the hell then? What is that then? Who created the distraction? Tell me. If it comes to it, then we created everything that's required, everything that's being there. I wanted a great amount of salary, great amount of this, great amount of that. So I'm living in the most privileged place. It also comes with many things. Then you expect somebody else, a child, to be just coming in with all the things given, and expect them to be super balanced without even teaching how to be balanced. Then obviously the challenge comes. You know it. When I grew up, I didn't have many distractions, so then it was easy for me, which is a fact, because we are a sensory being. Our environment inputs is what we take. We are designed for that. And so when I was growing up, not many distractions. I have not heard about phone in my college and school. It's not there. It's not a talk of a discussion. There is nothing to see. And so then I was that way. And so my inputs were less and less and less, external inputs. And so I was able to study, I was able to focus, I was able to do different things. But now it's different. So is technology bad? Not. Is comfort bad? Not. Then what's missing? We need to train ourselves a new way, which is where it is missing. We need to train ourselves to be, utilize it appropriately and then not misuse or no overuse. And so that is what is missing in education. It was not required, that is required now, but nobody thought about it. Nobody is putting a class and say how to avoid distractions, how to get more focused. Is there a session on how to get focused in our colleges and schools? There is no subject on how to focus. Is there a session on how to speak? There's no subject. If I just casually comment and say you are stupid, you don't do anything, it's a poor choice of words. Nobody taught us that rather than, if you want to convey that, hey, you are taking you're taking less responsibility at home, you can convey differently. You don't do anything is a poor way of saying. You can convey differently. It'd be nice if you take up a few more tasks here. So different thing than saying you don't do anything, isn't it? So same thing. And so these things are there everywhere. So the thing is, we need a better education. When we have technology, when we have comforts, many more things are given. Better education to deal with them, I think, is implicitly assumed. It'll happen, but it doesn't. That's a problem. In any case, what should parents, children do, students do? You tell, what should they do? You know it now. What is the solution?
So I think like the solution should be and is multi-layered. I think we need to sometimes accept the reality of the situation also. Like I feel that these days youngsters live in the world of Instagram and we feel that we are living our lives in front of 500,000 people who are there online, and that is why also they worry more about what they have to show their life to be. So the focus is on the outside, that what does my life look like, how do I look like. But I think the solution is to go within, that once you understand that who you are and why you are the certain way, and when you read more and you get a different perspective to what is happening around you, when you get knowledge of all these principles and rules that we have been talking about, then immediately your mind has some new information to implement in its daily life. Otherwise, we are surrounded by the same old concepts that we hear around us, and the mind repeats those patterns, and that's what we manifest in our life.
Sure. I suggest that they read. We recommend, somehow we have to get them to see a set of books are there which can help them. Knowledge liberates. Knowledge is power, this. And so they just need to read the right set of books. It is the systems, it is our responsibility to give them the right books. And of course, a tiny meditation. A little bit of meditation and then some books, automatically they'll find themselves.
Yes, sir. And personally, like, it has helped me a lot, so much as well. Like, I think along with meditation, the wisdom that you get from books really forces you to think about your existing thoughts and mindset, and then, implement or look at things differently.
Yeah. There's always a root cause, right? Why somebody is addicted to something. The cause is somewhere else. The cause is lost love. The cause is lost value, not acceptance. These are the fundamental causes of why people go towards devices and addictions. They seek external stimuli. They seek somebody else than the environment that they are in. It's because you don't get the love, you don't get the acceptance, value, you don't get the protection that you expect as a child. Parents constantly argue and then fight, and so then what child will get there? Problem is somewhere else. We're trying to fix the problem somewhere else. And to me, it's that, Kavya, what to do. I can't find fault in children.
No, sir, I don't think one has to find fault in anything or anyone. I think we just need more organizations like Buddha CEO and more conversations around this, because I think so many people out there don't know that this option exists, that meditation exists, and how it can really help them, or what are the right books to read. So like we need to put all of this out there more and more, so that more people can access this, and then they have the choice to decide. At least when they have this knowledge, if they don't have this knowledge, then how can we blame anyone that they are not doing the right thing?
Yes. The knowledge and the meditation are required so that everybody, no matter where they are, they find themselves. They're able to go through it. A parent may not know, but a child takes meditation, they know how to carry themselves, how to help others. A child does not know, poorly got buried due to their environment of exposure, and so then the parent, then they meditate, they know how to bring the child out of it. They know how to help the other person, simple. A meditation knowledge is taken. So that's the universal solution for everyone, no matter what the state is. Yes.
So someone is asking that in a day, how much time should we meditate? What is the maximum time?
You tell.
So ideally, they say that one should meditate as much as how old you are. That is how the minimum number should be. But there's no maximum time. I think one should do as much as possible.
Yes, wonderful. So 60-year-old, 60 minutes. 90-year-old, 90 minutes. 10-year-old, 10 minutes. Guidance is there. But anyway, youngsters do about 20 minutes of meditation is good to begin with. Adults do 30 to 45 minutes of great. If you get to about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, it's great amount of meditation you're doing. Then in due course, you'll realize and recognize that there's no upper limit, right? As Kavya said.
And someone is asking like some recommendation of books specifically for children and youth.
What books are you inspired with? Your youth.
S- So I think For me, some books that really helped me understand things. One was Conversations with God. Then some books by Joe Dispenza as well. Like one is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and You Are the Placebo. And another book that like helped me deal. Two more books that really helped me deal was one was The Four Agreements, and one more. What was the name of? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Many Lies, Many Masters. Yeah, I think these 4, 5 books helped me personally.
Okay, so those are the books to read. Conversation with God for teens is there, a simplified version. Secret for teens is there. I would definitely get anybody read Jonathan Livingston Seagull. If you've not read that, please read that, Kavya.
Yeah.
Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. He brings out our limitless potential. That simple book is a story of a seagull, how it breaks limitations of environment and then pursues, and so eventually becomes very, very successful to the point where it is deeply satisfied with itself. Success means that, being very joyful and satisfied with ourselves. So that book is a short book. It's like a story, very nice. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Basically, the seagull's name is Jonathan Livingston. And I would also get people to read The Alchemist. It's a nice story that how magic can happen. Have you read the book Alchemist?
Yes, sir, but a while ago when I was in school. Yeah.
So those are books that youngsters can take on to begin with. One is definite science book that Kavya mentioned. Joe Dispenza's books, one science book. Youth, anyone 9th grade and above can follow. If not the whole book, some chapters.
Whole book.
Yeah. I'm saying if not the whole, they can at least follow some chapters. It's a big book. Okay, so thank you. Let's conclude here. Okay. Good to see you.
Yes, same here, sir.
Okay. Thank you all, dear friends. Thank you.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest, you're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug, you're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter, you're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father, you're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround, I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow, you're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow, you're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.